Well, I've spent the night tinkering, and I've done things to my weapons. That sounded way better in my head. Now that I said it out loud, I realise the implications now. But first and foremost, and this is more important than any weapon or anything I've done last night, is this. Yes, I've learned how to make heavy combat armor, and look at it. Look at it. It is so glorious. It is so beautiful. It is everything I would have hoped for. It really is. This is the heavy variant, and it's reinforced heavy armor as well. So, I am basically a walking tank now. Watch as I get mauled to death by something in like one hit. But listen, the important thing is I look cool. Fortunately for Kira, couldn't find anything that fits her, but we'll keep an eye out in the future for it, right? There's the backpack and everything. Still using the police helmet, because I couldn't find the combat helmet, and this, sorry, is going to be the primary weapon of choice for me. I've gone from the service pistol, the 9mm pistol, the Luger, to this. This is a Chinese rifle, technically, weapon which, oddly enough, has no firing pin. Well, I mean, it's supposed to, it's just that it's not modelled in that. Never mind.
It's a vast world, and there's treasure to be found.
It has an invisible firing pin. The only problem I have with it is this is the best I can do sight-wise with it. And yes, you hold it sort of tilted to the side, which is alright. I don't mind, but it's a bit awkward to find where exactly I'm supposed to be aiming. However, it is a weapon for relatively short distances. I also have this, which I have amply named the Big Iron on my hip. It does ludicrous amounts of damage. Next, the shotgun, which has received slightly different sights, I believe, and I apologise. A significant upgrade to damage and everything. And then we have the sword, of course. But after that, we now have the combat rifle. And not only do we have the combat rifle, we have a relatively decent amount of ammunition for said combat rifle, to where I can reasonably use this at medium range like that. And it's also been heavily upgraded. And then there's this, which has also been upgraded, don't get me wrong. It's just that it's a bit, you know. Oh.
Fucking have it. Finally some
Well,
peace.
there's a test for the shotgun.
Stop.
No doubt eventually we're going to have tests for all the other weapons. Cryogenic leather chest piece. I mean, again, something I'd want to sell at some point, I'm sure, and then whatever that was. No, right. But other than that and the armor, I haven't done much else. I've deposited most, if not all, of the stuff that I've picked up. I've gotten rid of some of the weapons. Got rid of the Lee Enfield, which was a... I mean, it did hurt me a little bit to get rid of it, but I have tons of ammo for the other weapons, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to bring like 6 rifles into a firefight, right? I mean, this even is a bit much. But I do need to pack a variety of weapons because, well, ammo's not exactly easy to come by, so yeah, I think it makes sense. I've also added some modifications to the armor in terms of sprinting, so sprinting's now a bit easier, and there's a... Oh, well, that's just frackin' lovely. Get the mongrel, save the farmer. That's what I'm telling you, this pistol is the Big Iron on my hip. Now, it's not exactly what I would, you know... It's not exactly the shape for a Big Iron, but, you know... It works 250 tickets. Jesus, okay. Yeah, that was, I would say that was worthwhile. I have no idea what I just picked up, because thought it was just meat there. Some type of armor, right? It's not the bolstering stuff, is it? No, it's unyielding, right? Yeah. +3 when you're at 25 or less health. That's not terrible, but... It's metal armor. If it was combat armor, I'd go back and use it and stuff, like modify it to fit the other thing and yeah, all that good stuff, but as is, not really. Alright. Tried out the service pistol. Lovely weapon. Unfortunately, I can't make any ammo for it. That's a bit of a... bit of an issue. Although you gotta admit, the 40-round capacity of the Chinese rifle is something that's... Right, nice work. As I was saying, the 40-round capacity of this rifle is something that's quite impressive. And the odd thing is, right, it's classified as a rifle. And that's a very complicated subject now. What is the difference between a pistol and a rifle? Luckily, I'm going to have to sit here and roast meat for a while, so we have time to talk about it. Well... oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, just give me a second. Well... I don't know. Well, you expected some sort of long rant about how... Oh, I can make Raja ribs. Alright, cool. If you expected some long rant about how I know this or that about, well, this or that, then, yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint, but, a Womble egg omelette is made with a blood pack. No. No, it will not be made with a blood pack. In fact, it will not be made at all. Christ almighty. Okay. Now, where was I? Yes, so the honest answer is I don't really... The original message box has been filed out and a new message has been etched on this place. Here stands Muffin, saviour of London. Okay. Muffin, saviour of London. So anyways, as I was saying, what exactly doth a pistol make? I'm not sure. Is it the caliber? Not necessarily. There's nothing stopping you from making a pistol in 50 BM. Gee. Hello there.
Morning.
Officer Spinster. Forgive me for looking a little bit disturbed at your appearance, but I'll be the first to admit I have never seen such a... No, I'm not going towards that. I'm not going towards that because I now, at this point, officially have a irrational fear of postboxes. Yes, I do. Is it the caliber? No, I wouldn't say so. I don't think that's the most important bit. Ah, well, Dragonaut, obviously it's the size, right? Yeah, look, I agree, but the point is, where do you draw the line? What the... Are you chasing after a small child, you absolute lunatic? No empathy or mercy for you whatsoever. I mean, I don't generally, but... Chasing after small children is where I draw the line. Like, another line, I suppose. Madness. Alright. Where was I? It's gonna be the size thing, right? Well, where do you draw the line, right? What about this? What about, can it be shouldered? Well, you can put a brace, or you can put a stock on a pistol. Does that make it a rifle? I wouldn't say so. I mean, I understand that different countries and different places in the world have different, I suppose, different legislation for this. But my point is, it's kind of ludicrously complicated to ask and answer this, because you can always find examples that sort of skid by the definition. Which is fine, but just when we're having a sort of conversation, right? Where's the line between pistol and Tommy conscript? No. What I mean is, where's the line between a pistol and a rifle? There's another one of those centers of theirs where they distribute water, probably. Yeah, go. No, whatever. Trafalgar Square. This is where all the balloons were that we saw previously. And the only reason I'm gonna finish this line of thinking before we Nuka-Cola. Traders welcome. Okay, yes, I'm gonna finish this line of thinking just in a second. Here, I'll illustrate what I'm talking about. Right. So this is my kneecap Aluga. It's a 9mm pistol. If I were to put the stock on it, like you can put on Luger, it would still be considered a 9mm pistol with a stock. On the other hand, this is the Chinese pistol, or not specifically, it's the Shangxi Type 17. It's modeled after the Mauser, but never mind. By the way, it's called a Mauser pistol in the game files, but never mind. Like I said, it's a pistol. However, if I put a stock on it, it becomes a rifle. And it's not just a question of pedantic, of being pedantic and whatever. It's a question of when I go into here... Yeah. Just give me a second. This affects rifles, not pistols. You see the problem now? Yeah. Anywho, got more important things to do. So, Trafalgar Square. Hello.
Now there's a face I don't recognise. Welcome to Eastminster. Can I help you find anything?
Well, yeah, like, first of all, who's the leader around here?
Maybe sort of our unofficial leader. If you have any problems, he's the one to talk to.
Gotcha. What sort of things does Eastminster sell? Probably a bit of everything, right?
You'll find all sorts of shops and stalls.
Lovely, that's what I'm looking for, because I couldn't get the shops to work at my settlement. I would love to sell a few things here. Schoolhouse. They even have a schoolhouse, wow. They've got a pub. Okay, we are going in there as soon as I make some money.
Yeah?
Hello? General Goods.
You down a trade?
Charlie Davis. Looking a bit grim there, mate. But yes, absolutely. Let's see what you've got. Or rather, let's see what I've got for you, first and foremost. So, weapons-wise, I've put everything away that I don't need. Apparel-wise, I've got quite a number of things for you. So, bolstering leather left arm, yours. Cloaking the right police left leg. Cryogenic chest piece. Unyielding metal left arm. Sentinel metal left leg. And that's about it. 157 caps, or 157 tickets, sorry. Yep, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. Alright, what do you sell? Antimatter Zap Sniper Rifle. And look at this thing. This is classified as a sniper rifle. Does that look like a rifle to anyone? Does that fit the definition of rifle by anywhere in the world, really? Who knows? And this is a Zap pistol. Oh no, I was just looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. Yeah. The trader got confused. So, Antimatter Zap Sniper Rifle. Not gonna lie, that looks neat when it's all upgraded like that and stuff. Okay, do you have anything apparel-wise that I might like? Military fatigues. Okay, I have those, don't I? Is that what I'm wearing? Yes. Okay. And then some food and... yeah, alright.
Until next time.
Righto, mate. Weapons. Okay, now
How could I help?
you are a man I want to get to know really well. Stanley, is it? Stanley took the first door on the left. Anyways. Trowel. What a weapon, eh? Again, now, here's an example. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was talking about. Hardened, suppressed 9mm pistol. With an extended barrel, the most extended barrel you can fit on this thing, a stock, and a drum magazine. And it's still a pistol, technically. I don't know. And the fact that a submachine gun like this, even when switched to semi-automatic, counts as fully automatic is a bit weird as well. But yeah, let's not get into the nitty-gritty of it too much. I am looking for a sniper rifle. Although I don't mind a light machine gun either. I mean, really, story of my life, isn't it? Come looking for a sniper rifle, buy a submachine gun or a machine gun. That's a German one, on the other hand. It's a compensated armor-piercing heavy MG. It's the most expensive thing in the world, apparently, but look at it, though. If I could switch it... I know it's a sin to switch a weapon like this to semi-automatic, but I don't have a lot of ammo. If I could. And it did have a 3-round burst mode, didn't it? It had like a dual trigger, if I remember, or at least... I apologise, I appear to have caught the plague, and I think some of that tunnel cough might be catching on. I'm not infected, I'm safe, don't worry, I would have fallen over if I was by now. I think these things had like a dual trigger, so if you just press the first bit of the trigger lightly, it would do a 3-round burst or something like that, or like a short burst, and if you held it down firmly, it would shoot like at full auto. I seem to remember that being a thing. This Zap Sniper Rifle also looks kind of awesome. And I kind of want it. Don't buy it, Juggernaut. Juggernaut, don't buy it. Why are you going to buy it, Juggernaut? Don't, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop buying things. Stop it. Okay. Couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. Must check it out. Must check it out immediately. Oh, I heard it. I heard it do the whiz thing when you... Okay, that is pretty awesome. You gotta admit, that is fracking awesome. That's what I've been looking for. I have been looking for a sniper rifle. I think I just found it. And one I can make like tons of ammo for as well. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. Okay, this is someone's private residence. Let's not disturb them. I need to go down to the pub. I mean, I really do. It's been way too... I thought it was closed for a reason. Edge of the World. What a name.
We've been traveling together a while now. I think it's time I asked you a crucial question.
Okay, well, I'm glad that entering a pub like this has just sort of opened up your heart all of a sudden to talk. Do you want to sit down first, or what? Sounds important.
Imperatively. Huh. Nice.
Okay, do you want to sit down and then we can...
I told you before, I have a vital question to put to you.
Yes, yes, and then you got pushed out of the way by some incredibly rude people. Sounds important.
Imperatively important, my affable accomplice.
Right.
Have you thought about what sort of sidekick you want to be?
The meek sort that makes you look better. Yeah, no, a good all-rounder, useful in any situation.
How tremendously dull. You see, I've been thinking. Can you sing, sidekick?
No. Well, yes, but only as an instrument of torture.
Very funny.
I wasn't making a
And
joke.
what about poetry writing?
Ooh, I wouldn't say I'm a veritable hallmark of poetic quality, no, but I can jam some words together.
I'll put you down as acceptable.
Yeah, put it down as acceptable, sure.
Perhaps we can nab some Homer and Euripides to polish you up.
Why not? You know
see,
what? Why not?
I've been thinking. I may have some use for you as a sort of traveling bard. Composing poems about my exploits and such, you know?
Okay. What sort of exploits have you
They are my
accomplished?
feats of daring do, of course. Venturing through abandoned places, uncovering the lost treasures of our fallen world. Raiding the
Grandiose.
fortresses of the gentry establishment, liberating precious goods from their baleful grasp.
Uh-huh.
Most of all, there are the secrets. The strange mysteries uncovered in dark enclosures, on ancient terminals, and even lurking in the shadows of the corridors of power.
Right. Would that be all?
Don't get too cocky. Just try to keep it
Just
up with all
asking.
the amazing things I say or do. All right? I appreciate it.
Sure. Sure, why not? Bartender, I'm going to need
What can I get for you?
alcohol. Lots and lots and lots of alcohol. Okay, now that I think I've inebriated myself for long enough to forget about what just happened, do you happen to have some work for me, maybe, while I'm here? Figure it's worth asking, right?
I've actually got some work for you, mate, if you're interested.
You know what? You have very strange eyes, but yeah, sure, why not? Why
I need
not?
you to go to the brewery and pick me up a specific keg of ale, Stella at home. Bring it back here and swap it out for the empty keg. We have a real picky customer who won't drink anything else. I tell him to get bent, but he has connections. Basically, if you don't get what he wants, then we don't get protection. It's that simple.
Okay. Sounds like you're in a protection racket.
Yeah, but them's the breaks. I'm trying to run a business here, and they keep us out of trouble. I can't say the Tommies at the gate would do the same.
Yeah, understandable. All right, I'll get your
You're
cake
a
for you.
lifesaver. Cheers.
Yeah, no problem. Now, what's more productive to the community than helping out the local pub, right? I mean, want to get in good with the people in Trafalgar Square? This is the way to do it. Why not? But all of that is for later, and I will be back in Trafalgar Square after a while, because for now, I need to be heading this way. And I think this is the Tommy's,
Stay safe, civilian. These are dark times. We
It-
won't go quietly. You can count on that.
yeah, the Legion can count on that too, like I said, but it's okay if I just walk in? Yeah? Okay. If they say so. Oh, he's looking at me. I can't steal it. Damn it. Okay, so sorry. I think I have something in my eyes. Give me a second. Ah, okay, yeah, cleared it up. That's much better. Your face looked a bit smudged there. Okay, so first of all, do you know who I
No
am?
matter what you say, if your name's not on my list, you're not getting through my gate.
Check that list again.
I will bet my last ticket that it's... Wait. You're not... Oh, yes, I do remember something about a last-minute name being added. My sincerest apologies. Right this way.
Good.
Come on, chop chop!
I'd avoid Piccadilly Street if I were you. A train derailed. From Islington of all places. Took the whole street with it.
Okay. That was easier than I thought it would be.
You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kinda thinking about it. What are you doing to these poor people? Hello? Alright, as they say, not my...
Rule Britannia,
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Puritans never, never, never shall be slaves.
Alright. On to Westminster.
You after some directions, mister?
You know what? Sure, why not? Why not?
I'd be delighted to tell you everything about it for the very modest sum of a single ticket. It's a bargain if you ask me.
It is. Listen, there you go. There's your money.
Smashing, that'll do. Now let's begin the tour.
Lead the way. No, okay. Thought that was a stop in the tour. That was that light post.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
Oh God. There a particular reason as to why
First
we're
of
taking
all,
the...
This is the Admiralty Yard. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is.
Right. That looks really nice. It does. Looks nice. Oh, by the way, I could just move that out of the way. There we go. Do we
First of all, this is the Admiralty Yard. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is. Back in the day, Admiralty Arch
right.
used to play an important role on ceremonial occasions, with processions such as royal weddings, funerals, coronations, and all that sort of thing. Now the only processions that take place are either food or just refugees trying to escape everything outside the walls. It's basically a glorified back door into Westminster. It's sad, really. Anyways, follow along. The next one is just up here.
Right, yeah. By all means, lead the way.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
I would think it's the mutants, the badgers, the robots, hooligans, and, you know, all manner of monsters lurking outside these walls. But sure, the negative attitude does go a long way as well. A long way in the wrong direction, is what I mean.
I'm in touch with humanity.
Possibly the most out-of-touch thing someone can say, but never mind. You know what? I appreciate the tour, but I feel a bit...
Welcome, welcome!
Nelson's column, right?
Grand old Duke of York.
No.
He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Duke of York column. The Duke is remembered in the children's nursery rhyme,
Nelson's
The
column's a
Grand
bit
Old Duke of York.
taller, I think.
Not the biggest item of interest here. But if you climb up those stairs where that column is, and if you follow the plaza all the way through, you'll eventually bump into the wall again where Piccadilly Circus with the Era statue is. Before you get excited, Piccadilly Circus ain't got no animals. It isn't that type of circus. It's a circus because it's circular. It's famous for its huge advertisement signs, different displays, and the Eris fountain located in the middle of it. Piccadilly Circus offers a variety of cinemas, theaters, shops, and restaurants, including famous traditional English pubs. Everything you need and more. On from that is the big scrapyard.
Just with a 300% price markup, right?
It's gotta go somewhere, am I
At
right?
least.
Right. Next stop is just over the road. Come on.
It is lovely, don't get me wrong. It's the kind of place where I want to visit once and then never return. But yeah. Gotta admit, I like the architecture, I really do.
That's Horse Guards Parade. It's a large parade ground off Whitehall. It is the size of the ceremonies of Trooping the Colour, which commemorated the monarch's official birthday. Huh, Lucky Cow used to get 2 of them. Imagine! Double the presents! Now, if you follow Horse Guard Road at the edge of it here, and then left to Downing Street, and you'll find the government at number 10.
Yes, of course, I know
Still
that.
the same cesspool it's always been. Lots to say, but nothing happens. Facta non verba, am I right? Okay, so
Well, there
sorry if I
doesn't
point a lot, but it's
seem to
quite
be a lot of
trek and
factor
from
happening
the
here,
woods.
but yes.
But yeah, if you go all the way down instead, and then down Great George Street on the left, that's where Westminster Palace is. That's where all the important decisions are made, but the guards never let anyone in. Guess it's
Wonder
good for
why.
telling the time, but not much else. Last one is coming up. Tally ho!
Gonna be honest, that seems what the government's all the government's good for anyway. Really, what has the government of London done since the bombs fell? Because it hasn't made the place any bloody safer, that's for sure. Is it going to explode? This is Westminster. Their post boxes don't explode here. Think. You know, use your thinking brain for once. Yeah, like I said, I feel woefully
To the left here is
underdressed.
St. James's Park. Technically the oldest royal park at the heart of ceremonial London. Needs a trim, has fishes in the lake, and lots of peacocks for some reason. Enough said. Now, down there is the most humbling mystery of London.
Oh,
Buckingham Palace. God save the Queen. Is
right.
she in? Is she dead? Nobody knows. Don't try knocking on the door, though. The royal guards don't like it. And don't fuck about on the fence, neither. But yeah, past that to the right is Green Park, where most of our crops come from. And then the
Right.
Marble Arch, and then Hyde Park. Hyde Park tends to be where the gentry hold events when they get tired of twiddling their thumbs. It's got some fancy Camelot jousting event going at the moment. And that's all I got, mister.
Camelot.
Totally optional, but if you fancy giving me a tip, please do.
You know what? 100 tickets is a bit much. There you go. It's a well-deserved tip.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I'm going to scuttle back to the main gate. Thanks for listening, though.
Quite welcome. I'm happy to have received the tour. Now I know a little bit more about
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Kira, she wasn't kidding about the peacocks. She really wasn't kidding about the peacocks. I thought it was some sort of joke I didn't understand. Okay, listen. How do I put this? Peacocks are not going to be the only cocks in this park in a couple of minutes. Because I have entered. But not only that, I have entered with the intention of removing my clothes and...
Maybe I'll visit outside the walls sometime. See how the other half live.
I don't recommend it. Hello! Hello! Fancy seeing you here. Is there a particularly tall bush? Ah, this'll do. Perfect, this'll do. Now, if I get arrested for streaking, then, well, what can I say? It's going to be well-deserved, right? Okay. Haha! Enter operative military type looking person. Exit gentry. Haha! Excellent. Excellent. Much, much, much more fitting.
Smell? Oh, it's you.
Yes, I couldn't get rid of the smell. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm not gonna argue. But at least I look the part, right? I look like I should be here. Mostly. I look mostly like I should be here. Yeah? Is that an electric fence around? Oh, good God. Right. Souvenir store. Well, no, thank you. I do want to approach the gate, though. I don't want to touch the gate, but I do want to approach it.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Is that... That's a royal guard in armor, but I'm also curious about the firearm that he's wielding. Let's put the pistol away and give them the wrong idea. Really fascinating, this.
These toffs give me the creeps.
Same. Don't touch the fence, though. It's... Well, I wouldn't imagine it's very pleasant. Hello? Appliances, dry cleaning, clothing. Hello?
See what I've got.
Yep, that's why I'm here. See what you've got. Army fatigues, but a fedora, children's outfits, suits, police sunglasses, not bad. Torch. Do you happen to have like a backpack or something? No? Not big on those. My companion could need one. Well, we do a lot of travelling, you know. Right. Not quite sure what's over there. Let's go this way. Tell you something, though. I love how big the place is. I really do. I mean, it's absolutely massive. Not just in terms of, like, the buildings and, you know, the number of people here. No, it's just spacious, you know? Like, this is Green Park, right? Whole ton of food, but it's all spaced out nicely, so it's you know, you can approach it. And cornfield, you're not going to get lost in it, because it's all nice and spaced out also. And yeah, it's just... I like the place, I really, really do. So much so that I kinda get it. Why they feel... Shush. Listen. Okay, listen. we're going to steal from the gentry, mainly fertilizer, because I need it to make bullets. And I get the feeling I'm going to need lots of those. So we're going to come in here really quickly. And we are going to steal their fertilizers. Right, get out. Get out, 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 get out. I said get out. Get out, we're leaving. Act normal, act natural, act natural. Well, I say, good chaps, whence should I be going now? That's not the correct word, is it? No, I botched up looking all innocent completely, didn't I? This is sealed off. More streets over there, maybe I can go around. And this way. Is that firearms? Ah, it's bound to be just soldiers practicing, right? Basic training for Tommies and stuff like that. Yeah, I reckon so. So this whole section of London, this whole massive section of London is completely safe, completely walled off, with a ton of people that have no idea what it's like out there. Yeah, I think I get it. I think I get all the hate and the snobbish behavior and everyone looking at the gentry like their greatest enemies and everything. I think I understand the whole social dynamics of London now, I do. I really do. Can't go in there. And most of the doors, I'm assuming these are mostly just people's houses, right? Not something I can just waltz in on, but for now, let's follow the... Hello. Or should I say, hello, Governor. Regent Street. You don't look like you're from here.
Arse end of London. Enjoy your stay.
The arse end of London. Mate, have you been to any other part of London?
If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad.
Right, yeah, sure. Oh! Right. Crash site. The train? Or... Kind of funny, but it's a bit difficult to say what crashed here. Can't exactly jump down there, can I? We need to go around. Oh, here's a test for London. Is the water fountain irradiate? The water is irradiated. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Hello? Do we have just people living down here, like nothing's happening? Right.
Please maintain order and carry on. Questions will be answered at a much later time and date.
Right, what can you tell me about the crash?
There will be a press release for all gentry. You ain't one of them rich toughs, are you? Look,
Yeah, I might look the part, but like,
I'm
yeah,
happy to
no,
help
no.
out anyone with two ungilded brain cells to rub together. Feel free to have a gander.
Right, did Smithy do this?
Never heard that name before. Officially, no one's been blamed, but I'm sure some powdered wig's gonna point a finger somewhere eventually.
Right, what about casualties?
Oddly enough, not a soul on the train. When it cracked through the concrete, a few gentry caught the express to the pearly gates, though.
Yeah, right. Caught the express to the pearly gates. I like that, I really do. What caused it?
Ain't no reason. This train came from Islington. Do you know the last time a train came from there? I don't. It's been decades since something ran that track, which is why it was all cracked and busted. The train hit an upturned tie and launched itself topside. Then boom! The whole thing exploded into a fiery mess behind me.
When will they fix this? I'll answer the question, probably never.
The gentry? A century, if we're lucky. You could wrap the world in the gentry's red tape. You'd think they would need this railway. Well, they do, and they don't. Since it's inside their walls, they'll fix it. Even if it's just to avoid the eyesore. But they don't need it. That track was abandoned. And this lot's got a fully working train line right beneath Westminster. Even you could probably catch a ride.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
Right. Right, you're telling me... Speak to Toby about the Eastminster leadership. Explore the crash site, that's what we're going to do first. Right! So, well, first of all, they're self-sufficient, aren't they? Like, mostly in this part of London, so it's really not a big deal. Imperial War Museum. Does it lead to, like, the other side of the Imperial War Museum that I didn't get the chance to visit? Or... Or can I take the train to the Imperial War Museum? Oh, I mean, aside from the snobbish neighbours, I would love to live here. It's very well connected to everywhere. That's kind of awesome. Okay, you know what, though? Let's explore this crash site. Let's see. Calling card. Smithy, senior civil servant, making London safer since 2187. Direct all inquiries to the Palace of Westminster, Office 27B. Meet Smithy in their office in Westminster. Wait, Smithy actually works in Westminster? He's not like the head of some evil organisation plotting to take over London. Although I suppose the two aren't exclusive, but... What I mean to say is, it's a bit strange. It's like coming up to, I don't know... What would be a good... What would be like a good analogy? It's like going back in time to talk to Napoleon or Caesar or, I don't know, someone like that. Or Aurelian, or, you know, like a Roman emperor, and finding out they have a 9-to-5 job. And then in the meantime, you know, after hours, they're the emperor. You just wouldn't expect it, it's a bit weird. Eh? But anyway, off to Westminster we go. Well, would you look at that? There he is! The man, the myth, the legend. 50% water and blood, 50% alcohol. Incredible. And there is where we're going. Of course, the problem being, I'm not quite sure how to get into Westminster. Maybe I need to wait until morning? Well, makes sense. And that's all she wrote for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. The game soft locked there when I tried to sit on the bench, so I'm gonna need to reload and you know, replay a little bit of it to get back there, unfortunately. But it's no big deal. I think I have an auto save from like a couple of minutes ago. Anyways, that's all she wrote for this season of Fallout London, which is what I'm choosing to call it. You see, here's the thing. Getting into Westminster is one of the largest fetch quests in this game. It's not as simple as, you know, just get in. You'll see that in the next season, but, well, truth be told, I have a few episodes in the backlog right now, and I've realized that, to finish the main quest, it's gonna be probably another 30, maybe even 40 episodes of just running around, right? At least, which is a ton, and I honestly need a little bit of a break from Fallout London. I've been playing it all, you know, quite a bit. I want to say too much, not quite. I'm having fun with it, but I do need a little bit of a break from it, and I feel like the channel needs a little bit of a break from it as well. It's been rather monotonous here between this and, well, recently I've started playing Warhammer Total War, but then I realised that's not for everyone, so yeah, I'm going to call it here. I think that's the best thing to do, because, well, stopping the Let's Play altogether is kind of strange at this point. You don't really have a satisfactory end. On the other hand, continuing for another, like I said, 30 episodes seems really wrong, and there's no real good spot to pause. I feel like this is the best one, given the fact that I know that getting into Westminster is going to be an incredibly long task. So just take my word for it, right? So, for now, what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, we've made it to the big city, right? We've made it to the rich part of London, the preserved part of London. We're going to just enjoy our time there a little bit off camera, walk around the streets, take in the sights, and we'll be back in, well, a couple of weeks, I want to say, something like that, to continue the series and hopefully finish it. Until then, though, I do have a few smaller things that I want to do on the channel. Maybe a couple of live streams. I think I want to do a Let's Play in War Tales, which is a really, really fun game, and do it with subscribers. So here's a sneak peek that that's coming up in the next day or two. And yeah, that's about it. So this is the end of Chapter 1, and we will continue next time. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.